Greetings, world and family. I am Richard,
And I am Gary.
and together we are rocking
Yeah.
Pandora's
Oh,
box. Woo! We love
woohoo!
you back, my family. Mwah, mwah, mwah. With my freedom glasses. Yay. How are you, my brother?
Yeah, okay. Lots of energies about, lots of things going on, feeling tired, all
Hmm?
sorts of strange stuff going on, really. But yeah, I'm good. I'm fundamentally good. Took a couple of days off. I'm sure we'll talk about that in a little while. Um, but yeah, I am good fundamentally. And then what about you, my friend?
I'm doing great. I'm glad that you're doing good, brother Gar. I am also doing very good. These are very, like Isabella, our beloved Isabella loves to say, turbulent times. And they are. Time is fleeting. It is wrapping up. So with this, we're getting a lot of different, you know me, I love to have a conversation on ascension symptoms because they actually matter. But
Yeah.
what's happening right now, with the time is fleeting, is a lot of the dream state. We are very busy when we fall asleep, we leave our avatar, whether we go on a ship or we go into the ether, we are rebuilding, we are cleaning house. And I also see, Gary, that many of us could be living like shared dream state.
Yeah.
So in your dream, I could come and be in your dream. And that's like, I'll talk to you the next day. Say, oh my gosh, you were really there, Richard. There was so much happening. Does
Yeah.
that resonate to you?
It does. I actually went over with friends today. Very, very gifted lady, and she she does crystal ball actually, and she's got right into the crystal ball recently, and we have always have a really interesting conversation, and I said I had a dream the other day. I said I know I was somewhere else. I said, and just as I woke up, I said I can remember seeing these
Tubes?
tubes.
Okay.
So they're blue coloured floor to ceiling tubes, but they weren't blue, solid blue. They were like blue and mauvey, purpley, violety blues and different kind of blues. But they were like in lines, and there's kind of a light between them.
I'm seeing it. It feels very Antarctica, Lemurian.
Yeah, yeah. And she said, yeah. She said, you've clearly been on the same ship as me at night time.
Oh.
And it is, and she remembers a lot more. Because she's her third eye, and she sees things in a better way than I do, more clear. And she said, yeah, she said, and what about the window, Gary? What shape's the window? I said, oh, the window. I said
It,
it's long and narrow. And she said, yeah, that's it. We've been in the same place, or with whatever she calls it, a ship, a craft. And she said that the tubes are the environmental. And so different species who breathe in different oxygen ratios
yes.
or whatever can be in the same space at the same time because the tubes allow
Yes.
us to be able to be in the same space and
Hmm.
breathe or whatever, however they breathe. Some might breathe more nitrogen or something, or need more carbon dioxide than us, or less oxygen or more oxygen, and these allow that. And there's this great big long windows, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah. And I as soon as she said the windows, I was like, yeah, I see, I can remember, and it's just like a remembrance, and of like with the tubes, because it was a bit fuzzy, and that was really nice just to like have a conversation with somebody talking about exactly the same experience that we've had separately, but the same memory of or remembrance of from our sleep state. So, yeah, I mean, bloody, yeah, it really is. And I tell you what, I remember a while ago now. I can't remember where I saw this, but this guy interviewed or this lady interviewed these people who remembered being in this on this multi-dimensional craft. I'm not going to call them a
Yes.
spacecraft, but it's a multi-dimensional craft, okay? And they were the crew, and the guy, sort of this guy could remember, and he remembered what they looked like and stuff like that. And they got in contact with each other somehow, and they were from different parts of the world. And every night they went onto the same craft and did whatever they did together. And one was a pilot, one was maintenance, one was this one, and
Yeah.
they actually had a group of them together talking, and they were talking about their experiences and these multi-dimensional craft
Hmm.
of piloting them while they were asleep.
I love that.
Yeah, and that was a good few
Now,
years ago now.
tell me, because you said that as you were speaking to your friend, you saw like very elongated windows. But what my higher self showed me is that they were rippling like
Yeah,
a wave,
yeah, I have
like a frequency, like it.
could well be, could well be. I
You didn't. Okay.
all I have is of the tubes and a long window going along. And my friend tells me that the tubes aren't against the wall because I assumed from my vantage point that the tubes are on a wall and the window went and then stopped and then carried on again. But she said you can actually
Mm.
walk behind the tubes and the window is like continuous. And
Okay.
so yeah, I mean, but really interesting stuff. I mean, I only get like I as I wake up, I suddenly get a glimpse, and it's just
Yeah.
like that sort of fleeting glimpse. And when you go to look, it's gone because you've woken up. And so it's that little bit between the sleep and the awake, and it's like, oh shit, shit,
Mm.
and it's like, wow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know when I know when I'm not here anymore, as in, let's put it this way: the physical body, the avatar, is still here, but we'll say that the soul leaves for ease of explaining it. Yeah. So my soul or my higher self or whatever it is, I leave the body in my sleep and I go somewhere else. And for the
Mm.
last 3 nights, I have been somewhere else. And I know this because my sleep is different. So the way I would describe it is I go to sleep and there's nothing. And I wouldn't call it blackness, but there's absolutely nothing. And then just as I wake up, I'll get a little glimpse of something. I think last week we talked about there's all these wires or these cables or there's something all on the floor that I was messing around with, and then I wake up and then I go back to sleep again, and it's a normal sleep, as in I dream and I'm aware that I'm here in this realm. And so for the last 3 nights, and last night I was 7 hours where I didn't wake up for a pee, which is my normal thing after 3 hours. So for 7 hours, the Wizard of Oz is laughing in the background now. Um,
Mm.
but normally it's like 3 hours sleep, 3.5 hours, four maximum. I'll get up. Last night was 7 hours, and
Okay.
I put my head down and said, "Oh, am I off on the craft tonight?" And the next thing I knew, it was 7:30 in the morning, and that entire period had been completely, I weren't there. Gary had left the building and gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Elvis.
Yeah, yeah, he's
Yeah.
gone. So yeah, it's fascinating, and
Mm.
so things are definitely going on and up. Um, the last time I had this kind of sleep or an experience was at least 2 years ago. Um, and my friend Bernie, who passed, and she comes in and
We love
often,
her.
yeah, yeah, and she'll often just
She's here
turn up
right
and,
now.
well, yeah, I was going to say she would be, and bless her. Um, Bernie and I were doing stuff on craft, and at one point I think we were on the same craft, and then we are on two different craft, and whatever we were doing, um, we were very successful at doing it, but it lasted. This period was about 9 months. So 9 months of literally going to sleep and not being there. And
Yeah.
sometimes when I'd get woken up in the morning by an external source, I would come back into my body so hard that the bed would actually go boof. Actually, I'd actually like,
Like you fell.
like I fell, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd get that, oh, and I'd be like, geez, you know, I've just fallen back into my own body because I've been
That's
woken up.
exactly what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And what's really interesting about Bernie is after we did whatever we did and were successful,
Mhm.
about a week or two later, she's in bed asleep, wakes up, gets woken up, sits up, her door opens, and in comes a line of Lemurian cat people,
The Delirians. Okay.
Lyrian,
Yes.
sorry, cat people,
Well,
and they
Lyrians, Lyrians, one and the
Lyrians, yeah,
same.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just my, you know,
Yeah.
and they all came up to her, gave her a hug, thanked her, and left. And she never ever went back in the craft again. That was the last time. And they she said there's about 20 of them all came in, gave her a hug, smiled at her, and left.
Her mission was accomplished.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And if she's next to you now, she'll be telling you and go,
Yeah,
look,
she's
look, look.
here.
Yeah, 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 and she'll be telling you how much fun it was and all what she was doing.
She's
Yeah,
having a lot of fun now. She really loves you. She loves how you've grown. She's very motherly with you, but she's a
yes.
brat.
Oh my God, a proper diva.
I like brats. Like not a bad brat,
No, no,
guys.
no,
Like I
no,
mean
no.
like a brat that screw conformity. Don't put me in a cage. Don't box me in. That kind of a brat.
Yeah,
She's very artistic. She's still doing art.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, before she
Um,
passed, she painted this rose, and I think she used her thumb. I think she didn't use a brush. She used a thumb, and she did this red rose on a black background. Beautiful it was.
she's showing me that the thumb represented her pineal gland somehow. The thumb, she's showing me her pineal gland. She's showing me the rose. Um, Emotions. The rose is about emotions, she's showing me.
Mm.
Emotions. Okay, like some people would like pierce their finger. That's what Bernie is showing me, like with a needle, and then they would paint with their blood. But she's showing me it's a lot about her pineal gland, like the way, uh okay, well, you know what is funny? She's having a drink.
Oh yeah.
She's having a drink right now. Yeah.
She was a mate, brilliant cook as well. Oh my God, the food she's cooked.
Yeah.
Actually, something that's just been done. We used to go over Bernie's every year, and
Mhm.
she had a lovely big garden. And she lived in a like oh, how can I put it? A gatekeeper's cottage, as in the entrance to big estates in the UK would have cottages or a round building or a
Yeah.
building, so that was the entrance to the estate. And she lived
Mm.
in that building, and she had lovely big trees and all sorts of stuff, beautiful big back garden and stuff. And every year, a group of us, of good friends, we all used to go round hers and we'd have a day round Bernie's. And we'd like have drumming sessions and, all sorts of, lots of all sorts of things that you shouldn't be doing in the UK, if you know what I mean. And a lot of fun with awake people, proper conversations, nothing off the table. It was really, really good.
Okay.
And a friend of mine, um, his name's Paul, but we call him Rusty. His nickname's Rusty. And Rusty would always turn up with a little ukulele. And throughout the whole thing, Rusty would be sitting there strumming on this ukulele, laughing and joking with everybody. And, Bernie had a dog called Otto, and he was a man mountain of a German Shepherd. I mean, you could have put a saddle on him and ridden around the garden. He was so big. And she also had chickens. So there'd be chickens roaring around in the garden, and Otto it was just amazing. And Paul just recently, for me, done an outro for my YouTube channel, and he's used the ukulele and the kind of strumming noise, that kind of feel and energy of the Bernie meetups. And so I've got a new outro that will go. It's only 20 seconds long, and it's it's in homage to Bernie, the beautiful times we had, and all the love we shared with each other. in memory, and also that soundtrack that meant so much to me. And so Paul's just done that, and I actually put it up on my YouTube channel today, just a quick to say what I've done. And
Oh, I didn't
after,
see it.
yeah, and after every show that'll be put up for me now on
She
there.
loves it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's part of me saying thank you to Bernie for what she did, and she knows it, and I know it.
Well, she actually helped this happen. Do you know this?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Because even in the ether, she's showing me that she was always very good at planning ahead of time and manipulating in a way to get things done. Was it bad? No, it's not a bad manipulation. She,
Yeah,
you don't screw with Bernie.
no, you don't.
You don't screw with Bernie.
So
She reminds me a lot of Whitney Houston in a sense. Now, Whitney is there. Yeah, that's the connection. They know each other, not as Bernie. Well, I don't think it was as Bernie as and Whitney. I
no,
don't feel that, but there is something about that energy that is very similar. It comes from the same energy outburst.
yeah,
She
the
wants
same
me to say
source connection.
outburst.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because Whitney was a bit of a diva, and Bernie certainly was as
Mhm.
well, in the nicest possible way.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm now. It was a two couple of years I haven't been on the multi-dimensional craft, and I'm back on them again, and I have been for the last couple of weeks, which is quite interesting. But oh my God, does that leave me tired? I'm
Well, it's tiring.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's so tiring. I'm also, and again, this is the current energies as well. I mean, I know you've done a show recently about this, but I, I'm getting headaches, but not headache. It's like the pineal gland headache, um,
Mhm.
aches in the body. My digestive system's all over the place,
Yes, that's a big
and
one right now.
yeah, yeah, and obviously, if I'm not going on the craft that night, I have trouble sleeping. If I'm going on the craft, I'm straight off to sleep. So it's everywhere at the moment, and I'm sure many of the beautiful femi are feeling exactly the same at the moment. I mean, what are your experiences at the moment, Richard?
Well, I never have a headache ever. Like,
No,
no matter what, I never, ever, ever have headaches.
me normally
But
ever.
I feel like you say, but that's because the pineal gland is stretching out. So let's look at it. Like the pineal gland is almost like an eyelash, okay, or eyelashes. It's unraveling. It's like reaching out. So that could create like a false headache, false migraine. It's something that's stretching out. So babies is a positive thing. Again, I'm not a doctor, okay? All I can tell you is what I feel with my higher self and my own experience. If I have not like lived it or tapped into it, I'm not going to brag about anything. So this is happening right now. And the digestive system, I got that's a big one in September.
Yeah.
Okay, moving into September, but we're getting all recalibrated. All our organs are turning around. We had Max the Crystal Skull, who has been coming on, and I love Maximilian so much. But he is showing me, and I did a video this morning, Gary, for my month of September predictions or forecasts.
Yes, yes.
And these symptoms were very much there. I did see the stomach. I'm feeling it too. I never have stomach issues. I never do. I never have migraines. I never have headaches. I never have. It's like I'm a beast. But lately, yes, it's like a phantom migraine, and my stomach is not normal. Okay. It's like I'll get cramps, like it feels like I gotta go to the bathroom, but maybe I don't. Like there's something happening. So everything internally is like rewiring. There's a rewiring of the DNA. And now Max is here again. And he's showing me, like he did yesterday, because I was with Jenny May, my best friend, yesterday. And I closed my eyes for a few minutes while she was talking, because I don't know, maybe she was talking too much. I don't know. But I love you, Jenny man.
Poor
But
Jenny.
in that moment, I closed my eyes and I saw Max. And Max like sucked me into his dimension and he turned into like prisms. Like grab a crystal, a diamond, put it in the sun or with a flashlight. It was the most beautiful, the mauves, the purples, the lavenders, the pinks, the blues, the golds, the yellows. Everything was shining out. And this is what Max was showing because Max is not going anywhere far anytime soon. Okay. I have a connection with Max right now. I love him. Although this is metal, he showed me because I got this like maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago by a fan from my old endeavors when I was a model and an actor. And this weighs like 10 pounds. But he showed me like, although this is metal, I am coming, Richard, and this will be like, show me off, bring me to the screen. People will be able to wrap themselves more around who I am as a conductor of frequency because we are all turning to crystalline. Now, babies, crystalline doesn't mean that you're going to turn your whole bone structure into crystal quartz. That is too heavy. We're going to drown. But crystal, there's the plasma liquid in it. This is how we call like light beings. They're evolved. We talk about light beings. This is us. This is what's happening to us right now. So, we are turning to crystalline, but not like condensed rock. It's plasmatoid. Everything is plasma.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah. No, that's true. Because plasma is just another form of water. And
It is.
and
Yes,
fundamentally
yes.
we live in a water world, fluid dynamics and all that. It's we are water, from I mean, you think about how hard ice is. And
Mm,
ice,
mm.
so
Yeah,
water can in its fluid state can flow round. It can be hard as ice. It can be plasma, which is also electricity, which is lightning. So when you see lightning,
yes,
that's
yes,
water.
yes.
It's water.
And I
And
love lightning and
oh, it's
ether,
beautiful.
free energy,
Yeah,
Tartaria, which
that's
we're
the
going to
one.
get into soon
We
enough.
will, we will soon enough.
Uh,
But also water is a mist, is a vapor. And so
yeah.
we actually live in the water vapor as whales and dolphins and Richard's favorite sharks.
I
Um,
love sharks.
they
I
live
love
in the
great
actual
white
water.
sharks.
Yeah. So we live in the same um system as fish or mammals that are in the water. We're in exactly the same system. It's just one's denser than the
Yes.
other, which
3D, 5D, look at it that way.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good analogy actually, Richard. So if you
Yes, I
took
know.
water as being, oh, you're a genius.
I've met myself. I couldn't resist. That was so funny.
So yeah, if you take the water being 3D and where we are as in airs, you can move without it's freer. That'd be 5D.
Yes.
So yeah. And then as you were saying higher, then you obviously get into the plasma realms, which are neither anything but also
So
everything at
much.
the same time.
So much.
Yeah.
Because everything is plasma. Our DNA is 70% water. The universe, like, guys, I'm not a scientific person. Science has been hijacked. It was there to manipulate us. What I've always seen when I go traveling, it's not gas, it's plasma. When a woman is pregnant, there's plasma for the birth coming through a portal, which is a child coming from one dimension to the next. Under inner earth, plasma. This is where the whales, the dolphins, the octopi come from. They are not of this world. They are off-world beings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I want to talk about this at one point too, because there's talk about the whales not singing anymore.
I
But
know. I've heard that, and that to me seems very, very strange that they're not singing anymore. But well, maybe we're perfect time to go on to it, really. So I've seen this now. Obviously, I haven't experienced it because I haven't been in the sea. I haven't, done any of that.
yes, of course.
But I've heard or I've seen reports that the whales are no longer doing their song there, and I'm not even going to try and attempt their
To
frequency.
pretend you're a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
whale and
yeah, yeah.
do a whale sound.
But but the
Please
other
do. Gar, gar,
but the other thing that's really interesting, I was listening to Sonia the other day,
We
and
love Sonia.
we do,
Yeah.
and Sonia of the Tree of Knowledge, by the way, everyone.
Yes. Oh,
Um,
yes. I mean,
and she was saying that it's actually on their Patreon, and she was talking about Sasquatch and the communication and their language. And
Sasquatch, the Bigfoot,
Bigfoots, yeah, yeah, she did
they're
it.
real
Oh
and they
yeah,
are kind and they are good. And I've encountered a Sasquatch when I was okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She also said they're the most intelligent beings in this realm.
They're very emotional. They hold a lot. It's because they are so pure, and this is why they were turned into like the monsters, like all horror movies,
Yeah,
like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, like this rabid Cujo creature that looks like a gorilla that wants to eat your head off.
yeah, yeah,
Bullshit,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
They look after uh, children who are go insecure children. They are known to spoon children in their sleep. Yes, they smell strong. They're full of hair. So what? It doesn't matter, like
Yeah,
their odor, but they are good.
yeah.
They are very, very good.
Very good. Now, the thing that she said that struck me, and she spoke about this with other animals,
Okay.
is they don't have the same vocal cords as us. So they can't have the conversation the way we
They're
do.
like Chewbacca.
Right.
Ah!
But the thing is, and this goes over to whales as well, is
Yeah.
when they make their noises, they're multi-dimensional, so we hear it as a "Roar," but there's obviously it's more tone and there's more depth to that.
Like a cat purring.
Correct. But
Yeah.
they speak at a different frequency to us. So we hear "Roar," but actually that "Roar" is 50 words. And if you slowed it right down, really slowed it down, she said you could get sentences out of it. And so it's a bit like us and a fly. The flies, bzzz,
Yeah.
and we're slower in our speech and the way we are than the fly. And so when whales make the noise they're doing, they're communicating, but they're actually proper sentences, and there's a lot more information coming through from the vibrational frequency of what that whale says than what we hear or can interpret. And that really resonated with me. And you're pulling cards, Richard, so come on.
I took the liberty. I said, oh my God, you can't make this shit up. Just give me three cards in regards to the Sasquatch and the whales and the frequency. So what we have here that came out first is Gaia, okay, the Queen of Pineapple. She is holding her womb in her hands. She's ready to give birth. Then we have the Queen of Wands, the Oracle, the Witch of the Tarot, the one that is tapped into all of her clairs. This is what I am. This is what Gary is. We are men, but we are seen as the Queen of Wands. And this is in regards to like new collaborations right here. Hands are shaking. We got the feline, delirium. What did we, Gary, say about the Sasquatch? Ah! And then we were talking about the whales. And then I said, like, bring in the cats, the purring, the keeling. That's a feline. That's a lyrian. He will purr. Then we're moving out because there were two cards that were hidden under. So it is in order to like untrap us because we've been self-inflicted mental imprison with information and frequency. Because swords is an air element. Things that are sand, frequency, something. We are breaking something that no longer exists because it kept us in the fear of the unknown, stuck blind to what was really happening. The end.
No, superb, superb.
Yes, I know.
No,
Hmm.
but that's so the whales not singing anymore in
Uh,
certain areas means that
yes.
they're no longer communicating in those areas. But
No,
you've got a bit more information on that, haven't you, Richard?
I did, and thank you, Gary and Femi. I actually did before coming online right now for this episode of Rocking Pandora's. But I did my month of September predictions, and I did see the whales. And why the whales came to me is because the last time I did um, a show, a threesome with Honey Golden and Anina from Vivid Earth. Anina brought to me that the whales stop singing, humming, making their beautiful sounds. And I hadn't heard of it because I'm not like listening to video. I don't care anymore. Either I'm working with you one on one or groups and I want to heal. So I'm not listening to anything around me. So I did not know the whales. But Anina knows how I am connected to Lemuria rising, Turtle Island rising, and it's the rebirth of She, divine primordial, her creator coming back online. So this morning I looked into it and I saw the whales. It's true. They have silenced, but it's not silence because people seem to understand because of fear indoctrination. When animal mammal behavior changes, it's apocalyptic. I did not get that. I got that they shut up because they are listening. They are almost like in a recording studio, being artistic, of a new frequency coming in. And then I saw Antarctica lighting up. So we know about key lines, right? So these are all like lines that are all like attached one to another, and then everything is activated. I call in the water, in the plasma, love lines because it's in water. Heart energy is a liquid, so love lines. So I saw the whales um, being silenced because they too, as we are getting downloads, as we are evolving, we're having our DNAs restored in crystalline. This is what they're anchoring. So I also saw that the whales are going to have a new song, something we've never heard before. It's not going to be what has been recorded in the past as what we understand, like the orca, the blue whale, whatever. It's going to be new sounds. These are new frequencies because we've left the 3D template. We are in 5D. Some of us have just got to land into it, but that's where we are. Crystalline, max, the crystalline skull, like sender receiver. This is all that's happening. And I did see them moving around to unusual places because I saw them almost like an army of one. Okay. So they were going to areas that is not known for them to be in such big or large amounts, but that's what they're doing. They are tapping into the frequency, they are grounding for the rebirth of she. That's what I got.
Something else I just got an inkling over, and if you want to get your pendulum out, you can check
Yeah.
this. But I
Mm.
think that's also connected to the multi-dimensional craft coming into our realm now.
Atlas 31,
Three-eye
13,
Atlas. Three-eye
31.
Atlas.
It's a yes.
Yeah, that's what I got. Straight. As soon as it was like ching ching, that's exactly what's going
Yeah.
on.
Is
Because
there any way we are wrong, Aurelien? So see, it's going to go in a circle, searching data, changing gears, and it's going directly to a no. And as you can see, I don't have a fan. My hair is not moving.
yeah, yeah. And I got flesh of the goose on that one as well.
Yeah,
It's like, oh
yeah.
yeah. So
But that is sentient. Atlas 31 is an energy that's alive. It's not a comet. It's not like a dead rock. Well, rocks are all alive anyways, but it's something very different.
yeah,
It's guys, we're not gonna have a mud flood. We're gonna cross over if we've done the work and that we are staying positive and raising our frequency. Again, we're in 5D. Some of us have to catch up to it, but we are in 5D. What is that? Density dimension. Okay? We're finally there. So it's just a catching up, as in what you were saying, Gary, earlier on. Like time is fleeting. We talk a lot about that. I've always said there's 17 hours in a day. Maybe now it's 16 or 15.5. Okay, it's 15.5 I'm getting. But that's because, like, we're all coming back to the singularity. We're calling all our aspects back home because this time it's a rebirth. It is a jump start, but without cataclysm and Hollywood day scenarios.
yes,
It's not happening.
yeah,
There's no way it's
yeah,
happening.
yeah. No, I get
Yay!
that as well. No, I do.
Party! Woo!
Because I actually did a pendulum reading on Three Eye Atlas. I was either the
Oh,
beginning of this
and
week or the end of last week. I can't remember now.
yeah.
Time, you know. Um, and I got that it was a multi-dimensional craft, as in there is no space. There's just dimensional realities, and they've come into this realm. They've come into this reality via their
Yeah,
multi-dimensional craft. If we were truly going to stay locked in, those that have come in wouldn't be able to get out.
that's
Okay,
right.
it's a one-way ticket in. Okay, so that for me is a really big sign that we're definitely going to get out, because when you've got craft beings coming in, they would only come in if they knew they could get out.
Well, yes and no, right? Because we are all volunteers, whether it is you, Gary, the Wizard of Oz back there and back of the curtain, Richard, our beautiful golden sisters, brothers that are like,
Yeah,
like listening to us. We actually made a deal a long time ago to come into the simulation to break the code of disillusionment, and we knew we could get memory wiped and get stuck here forever. We knew this. We took a chance because it's not just about us, Femi, Gary, you, me. It's not just about Gaia, but whatever happens in this simulation, Gaia, I mean, ripples out to the future. And what happens here happens there. And
right.
I think that Atlas 31 is exactly that. Future versions of ourselves coming back home.
And that's exactly what I got. So we've come back in. We have come back in a
Yes.
multi-dimensional craft. So what do I mean by we? Richard just kind of said it. Our higher selves, remember,
Mm.
we're fractals of source, and source will also have fractals of us in different dimensional realms, in
Yes.
multi-dimensional realms, in fact. And we have
Absolutely.
different technologies, different understandings, and different emotional growth. Okay. So we have come back in our multi-dimensional craft to ensure that this key point in time is the point in which we give ourselves the opportunity to break the system and break the pattern in this system, that
Once and
we
for all.
that
Yeah.
we can get out but that then enables us, as in our own fractals of ourselves, to continue to grow and develop in different dimensional frequencies above us. Oh, the
Oh,
lights just come on.
delight.
Lights! It's gone again. That's clearly I just went into a different dimension and came back again. But so what am I saying? I'm saying that we have come in to help us with the last little leg up of boost that we
Yeah.
need to get over the line to then get the change required of the frequency in this realm for us to take the steps to get out of this realm.
Yes.
And we are going to help ourselves do that via these multi-dimensional ships and us in different forms coming in, which goes back to what we were saying originally in the beginning of the show. The tubes of blue, different blue colors,
Yes.
means that us in multi-dimensional frequencies of different states of growth can all come together at once to be on those craft to ensure that we all get out. And if that didn't happen and we were all fully trapped in here, what could happen is the multiverse could fundamentally collapse upon itself. And so we got color again. So what are your
Yeah.
feelings on that, Richard? I mean,
Well,
that's
I love everything that you're saying. And as we were speaking, I got a Wendell Williams, the plasmatic song that jumped at my head. Test tube babies. When you were talking about so there is something there because that what that means, it's all about cloning test tube babies. So there is something here, and there is more to it. It's breaking all that simulation, copying, because creation creates and births. AI, not intelligence, but the artificial one, could only copy, mimic. It photocopies. It's flat. It's 2D. We're in 5D right now. So there was something there about what you had seen as a vision. Yes, everything you said, but it's also the day of the dead of like test tube babies, that mimicry, that copy, that infiltration that tricked us for so long. I did pull cards. Do you want to hear them?
yes, please.
All right, so as you were talking, I started shuffling because I'm just gonna go with it when I feel I gotta shuffle,
Yeah,
right?
God, yeah.
And four cards flew out. So we were talking about it was beyond the blue tombs. You were talking about what was the beginning of the conversation?
It was about we've come in to help ourselves get
Yes.
over the
Okay, got
line.
it.
Yeah.
Got it. So the first one that flew out is about the Seven of Cups right here. So this is being like looking at what you're looking at, but not really getting it. You are like a little confused as the black figure. Like what you think you're seeing is going to change to something else, but it's all about emotions. Why? Because we had inner conflict with the Five of Swords. This is inner warring or war of information. Why? Because we had secrets unbeknownst to most that were hidden for a very long time. Four of Swords. This, the majority are not aware of what is buried under here. Right now, what is happening is we're having a tower moment. So lightning strikes. This is a big change, major arcana. At the heartbeat, we got new collaborations. Ba-bum, ba-bum. We are teaming up and we are celebrating because justice is coming back online. So justice of what the past had done, had suppressed, had chained us up. There is justice. There's the balance right here. For the future, we're talking about the creepy crawlies, those fuckwans, but then we're going to ongoing healing feelings with the temperance cards. We're rebalancing like the emotions with the two cups, and then we're gonna move forward with the ninth, last and final card, the Knight of Pentacles, pineapples. So it's always been a plan. although we were abducted, although we were in martial law since the Syrian times, this has always been calculated. That's how brilliant she, Gaia, creator, all of our dragons, everything in our simulation has been sleeping on it, planning for the great return. We were very, very patient because this guy, you don't blow him out of the way. He doesn't come from back to the bush like yesterday, last week. He's the art of war, but you can't blow him up. Now, in the clarifyings, we have to deal with people's emotions right now with the Knight of Cups. So that's one step forward, two steps back, or vice versa. He's an empath. Yes, wishy-washy, as Janine would say, and I took that expression too, but now I'm developing more affinity towards the Knight of Cups. So he is an empath knight. So he'll watch, this is the news, how is society reacting? And I'm going to take in consideration the emotions and I might replan. He's not hi-ho silver, but then at the heartbeat, other clarifying, we're back from wars, baby. This is a celebration. All the villagers are celebrating us head on in a time where we've been juggling two realities, the two of pineapples. Yay, nay, up, down, left, right. I don't know what I'm going to do. And look at the eighth symbol with the two pineapples. That's the trickery. That's the loop. It apparently it means infinity, but it traps you into a loop. Reincarnation, blip, blap, bloop. The end.
No, that's brilliant. And it's
Yeah.
really interesting. The first card, which was the Seven of Cups, if you look at
Yes.
that card, what does it look like at the middle at the top?
A big fat mushroom or a spaceship. That's what you meant. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I
Oh,
just
we
read
got
your
yeah,
mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
spaceship.
Yeah.
It looks like a spacecraft. And
Yeah.
again, it's not space, but it's a multi-dimensional. But doesn't it? It gives you
Yeah,
that,
it
that kind of
does. And
look.
people are going to act this way too. Like, oh my gosh, what is that?
Yeah,
Like, is it like Project Blue Beam? Like,
yeah,
guys, they're real.
yeah, yeah,
The simulation, we're into an organic simulation. These are future versions of us. These are all different aspects of us. You know, some of us are dragons, felines, Pleiadians, you know, it's all good. We're waking up from a dream.
yeah. We are. We are.
This is why you go to sleep and you black out in the void for 7 hours. You're waking up.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think the real is on a ship when we sleep, leave our avatar. That's where we do the work. That's where we're doing architect stuff. Like that's the real. This is not the real. It
No.
feels good. It feels real.
Yeah.
But and trust me, guys, if you think you're good looking here, you're sexier up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is actually the dream realm. We're actually
it's.
inside the dream realm, and when we go to sleep, yes,
Yeah.
four of
Oh
wands.
my
Yeah,
God! And then this one. Yes, yes, yes. Come on now.
yeah,
We are talking about off-world energy.
yeah,
Oh my gosh. I could go on and on, but
yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take
No,
a
that's
break
that.
there.
But
Yeah.
again confirms and clarifies what we're talking about
It
even
does.
more.
It
You know,
does, my brother.
and
Does my hair look good?
it looks awesome. Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's,
it's looking
it's my
better.
lack of hair look good.
Well, your face is the most cute, adorable, lovely. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
color
God.
as well then.
You're the cutest man ever.
You're very kind.
All right. Come on, sisters. Isn't he not? Come on. Ah, he melts my heart every time. Yeah.
But that's really interesting. So the whales
Hmm?
are working with our higher selves as
Well,
one unit, one
they're tri-
consciousness
uh-huh.
almost. It's a consciousness. It's a plan. It is that night of
They are almost like threading gold thread in the love lines, key lines in the plasma. So right now they are like rock stars on silence in a recording studio, getting inspired and writing the lyrics for what they're gonna like deliver.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what it is, and it's
yeah,
strong. That frequency, Gary, is really, really strong. I love dolphins, whales,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
sharks, guys, because sharks are misunderstood. They are protectors of the key lines in water, love lines. So what happens in water? So sometimes you'll get infiltration. So sharks are almost like the bodyguard. That's what they do. They don't eat humans all the time. But like what is the frequency of the human, or are they like into like between a portal maybe, or some kind of love line, and the energy is because they don't like humans necessarily. We're not a turtle, we're not a seal.
No,
I mean, it's usually mistaken identity,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
I
what's the
agree.
frequency you're giving out? I
Yeah,
love sharks.
yeah. I think a lot of the shark attacks are because surfers are on boards with their hands and their
They
legs
look,
hanging out the side, and from below they look like a seal.
come on
Got a
now.
big sea lion. So,
Yeah,
and what's the shark's favorite food? Seal. And so
seal.
they,
So dress him up in black latex.
well, they can see a silhouette. So when you're under the water and you're looking up at the water, you see a
Yeah.
silhouette, and the silhouette of the surfboard with two hands either side, and the
It's the
legs
same thing.
is
Yes, it's
is
a
is a
seal.
seal. And of
So
course,
it's
I think,
mistake. Yeah.
yeah, there's a great big juicy seal up there. I'm going to have some of that.
Yeah.
But there's been lots of reports also when sharks have actually attacked and they've bit down, they've realized that it's not soft and blubber,
And they go away.
and
Yeah.
they've let go and gone off. Now the problem is their teeth are so sharp and we are so squishy. Um, we they do a lot of damage to us very, very quickly. But it's not a malicious thing, it's a
It's not
mistaken
malicious.
thing. Yeah.
And I'm going to speak for myself because I remember a past life where I was a Hawaiian boy. I was 8 years old and I was eaten by a great white. Although that great white, I feel, was not supposed to be in Hawaii, but somehow it was. I don't know why. That's the feeling I got. And I was eaten. And as a child, when I was 8, as Richard, I had this love-hate relationship with sharks. Not hate, but I feared them, but I was obsessed with them. Then I saw Jaws. And I even have a shark tattoo on me, you know? So I was was I mistaken identity? No, that's a different story. Thank you, higher self. It's because I was not a sacrifice. As a Hawaiian boy, I was brought back to by being chewed on and eaten. I was brought back to Lemuria, as in like a priesthood for remembrance. Now I know I sound really far-fetched, but that's what I got. And so, knowing this, I don't fear sharks. So I was eaten by a great white, and I love them. As an adult, I'd go to Club Med with my father when he was still alive, like in twitching. And every year we do a Club Med, just the boys, right? And all over the world. And I'd go on the boat, and oh, there's a shark. And the first thing I did, I didn't even think. I plunged into and I went after it. And it ran away from me.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just wanted to hug it. Crazy, huh?
yeah. No, a lot of the animals in this realm are not what we believe or been told they are.
That's right.
And again, if you persecute something for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years,
Yes,
they will have
spinning.
they will have a DNA memory and they will have a fear of us. And that
Thank you.
fear means that they will respond and react to certain stimuli in a different way in which they
Yes,
would have years ago.
yes, yes, yes. And that's why I love this woman in Hawaii. Her name is Ocean Ramses. And she used to be a Sports Illustration cover model because she's gorgeous. but now all her time is like being conservative of water.
Conservation.
Thank you. And she wants to bring attention to sharks and how they are important and they're misunderstood, like this symbol. Okay? I had to fight again yesterday because of that symbol. Okay. Apparently, like, oh, devil worshiper. This means I love you. It's sign language. I want to take back what was infiltrated, what was like hijacked to its original symbol. That's what Ocean Ramses does. Sharks is not the movie Jaws. And I was eaten by one in the life. They are protectors of the love lines because you need bodyguards down there, and because the infiltration was there too. These are all portals.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what Richard just spoke about with the hand symbol, and he used.
Yes,
Let's go on a wider one on this, right? The
yes,
numbers. They have taken certain numbers like 666 or
yes.
66 or 33 or 322, and they have put or 1111
Inverted.
or 11. They've put connotations on this stuff and brainwashed us into creating the power of the number for their purposes only. Right?
Yes.
What a load of crap. I don't often swear, but crap, all right?
Crap is not swearing.
Well,
Fuck is swearing.
yeah, okay. But
I couldn't resist.
no. But while we give our attention to their symbology and give their symbology credence, we're feeding the beast. Well, I
Yes.
say, screw you.
Yes.
Not
Screw you.
anymore. I don't care. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about the symbology. The symbology has got nothing to do with my reality, and I take my power back and I take the
Oh.
symbology back to me. And if you don't like it, jog on.
You don't like it? Fuck off. Because yes, 666. Let's go about the number of the beast. Well, it's about the human anatomy, the man anatomy. It's about six protons, six
Is it
I
six
forget the
electrons and six carbons? Something
yes,
like that.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is. That created the carbon clay vessel, which was human. But guess what, guys? We're not in 3D anymore. We're in 5D crystalline. So take back your symbols.
Yeah.
This too, okay, heavy metal said devil horns. But do you know, wow, like let's go all the way back to like where gypsies were like really like around. This would be like, oh, you put a curse on me and then I break the evil eye. Listen to Ronnie James Dio, metal god who's passed away. He sang, yes, for Black Sabbath. He sang also for himself as Ronnie James Dio, but he is the one who made this very powerful. But when he was doing it at the crown, is he was rebuking, repelling the evil eye. But then people think like, oh, devil worshiper, because then you got some creeps that used it to manipulate us. So therefore, whenever we'd see this, we'd think, oh, it's a devil. It was all a manipulation. We're waking up. Yay!
No, it's true. I mean, and when we look at the two finger symbol, and I'm not going to do
Peace.
it,
Yeah.
but the piece, and we also have this, and this
Uh-huh.
comes in English from the Battle of Agincourt, where the British bow pullers, they used to pull the bow with their two fingers, and when the French used to catch them, they used to cut their fingers off. So before the
Oh, I did not
battle,
know that.
yeah, so
Okay.
before the battle, now this is whether it's true or not, I don't know. It's a lovely story. Before the battle, the English stood there and they showed the French their two fingers. And then they put a rain of arrows down onto the French that ultimately destroyed and meant the battle was won. And so this is why you get the two fingers. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, it's correct, but that's not the question I was asking because I already knew that what you were saying was correct. Like I'm a master planner. I'm already like one step ahead of my next question. So, and I got a confirmation from Aurelia. So, you know these stars, right? Like singers, opera singers like Celine Dion. She's sorry, she belongs to my home. But this, what does that mean? Chop, chop. Chop what? What's below here?
Yeah.
And they all do this, right? Like those singers, like the eye, it's like
One
a
eye. Yeah,
symbol.
yeah,
I
yeah,
used to be a boy and I got chopped up, and now like I'm an opera singer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
And that's just, yeah.
yeah, and again, we get a lot of inversion in this realm and a lot of I'm now calling it noise on my channel, okay? Because it's noise. It's horse shit, it's bullshit, it's skullduggery, and it's shenanigans. It has no point and no part in what we do. And
Yeah.
I won't give it any more credence than its background white noise. Who cares? It's noise. It's the same noise a politician. When a politician opens his mouth, all I hear is noise. I don't hear any
Yes.
substance. I don't hear anything that's worthy of listening to, in my opinion. Particularly in the United Kingdom. You know, there's the odd.
It's strong there, huh?
Oh my God, you know. I mean, phew, you know, and and we also have the brainwashing of the enforcement of that via people who would put money, a
You mind
paycheck.
if I go to the bathroom while
Of
you
course.
explain to
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
family?
yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be back, family. I gotta pee.
yeah. um, it's the brainwashing of the system of the enforcement. So they create a system that is self-perpetuating um in its spell via if you do something wrong, you're going to get punished. And the punishment is a man in a black uniform comes on, knocks on the door, but he has a black and white checker hat, round the top. He'll then drag you away and he'll put you in front of a man who wears black and a sheep's wig to then decide what they're going to do to you because the master demanded it. And it's absolutely crazy when we think about it in those terms. And so I'm now at the stage where it's noise. I still do look at it, don't read into it, and I observe, but do not absorb the energy because it's noise. So I have an interest in it more so than Richard. I will look at these things, but not in depth. I'll just go, oh, that's the game they're playing. And it soon becomes very clear what the game plan is, the problem, reaction, and solution that David Icke came up with years ago. And again, you can mention somebody's name like that and they go, oh, Shield, or whatever. The only thing that David's never done is come up with the solution for people. He's highlighted and spotlighted what's really going on. Love him or hate him, you go back to the videos in the 80s and he's telling the truth, and what he was saying is coming true now. But there's a big change coming, and that change is what we're trying to talk to you about with the three eye atlas. That's just one multi-dimensional craft of probably thousands in the skies at the moment, all cloaked, all ready to support us and look after us as we go through this next stage of realizing that the dumb elites, the brown star worshipping Khazarian mafia, which is only a few of them, are about to and are being taken down as we speak, literally. And there's going to be a big change, a big flip. And this is coming. And with every change, there's always upset and it's difficult. We're feeling the difficulty through our headaches, our tiredness, because we're
Yes.
changing. But we're
And the
changing,
tummy.
and the tummy, but we're changing because the vibrational frequency in this realm is allowing us to change.
And it's something to celebrate.
And it is. That's the whole point. It's
Yes.
brilliant.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with us. We're not broken.
No, no. So, so the noise and the fear porn and all this connection to this number or that number or whatever. What you focus on,
Yeah.
where your attention goes, your energy flows. Okay.
Hmm.
So if you're still looking at Epstein or whatever else, you're giving that credence and you're giving it energy. Okay. In the right time, it will or will not come out. It will or will not be something. Does it really matter? Does that matter to your own personal growth? I would say
Hmm.
no. It's got nothing to do with your personal growth. So if you put your attention into you and your loved ones and doing the things you love, you will take the next step up and the next step up, and to the point where you're looking down at these idiots. And by idiots, I'm talking about the brown star worshippers, the
Well,
dumb
yes, of
elites,
course.
the deletes. That's what I'm talking about. Be very clear about that. You're looking down at these idiots.
But they're already gone. This is the thing.
Yeah,
Like by the time that we get the aha moment, we realize that it's already been here. It's already happened. They are already gone.
yeah,
And most of them are just like actors. They are like, part of the simulation because not everyone is awake, as maybe you, Gary, the Wizard of Oz, the Femi,
yeah. The beautiful Femi
but
guys and girls. Yeah,
enough is enough, though, okay? Because the not wanting to listen has kept us in traffic. I'm done. That's why I don't want to talk about politics unless it's like a monthly like forecast. That's the only time I'm going to talk about several parasites, politics, many parasites.
yes,
That's the only time because I'm already in the future. I never have anything wrong happening in my life. Not really. I mean, I go out, I never encounter because I'm living in 5D. I have a higher frequency. This is what a light being is. This is what Max is showing that we're turning to crystalline, not like hard like this crystal, but the plasma. We are light beings because those light beings are future versions of our us of ourselves. And this is why we're fleeting time. What did I say? 15 and a half hours as opposed to 17 as in a day instead of 24. We're coming back. Think about Russian dolls. A doll and a doll and a doll. We're calling back all our singularities right now. It is the awakening. The dragons are back. The ETs are here. Um, Gaia is like rumbling and she's on fire. She's birthing. She is in her last stages of giving birth. Of what? The golden era.
now I want to just go back on something that Richard just said. Okay. Richard said in his world, he goes out, he doesn't encounter anything like this, he
No.
doesn't see anything like this. And that's the whole point, what I was just talking about. Where your attention goes, your energy flows.
Yeah.
Richard's attention, his manifestation, his reality tunnel that Richard's created doesn't have these things in it. So he won't encounter it
That's
because
right.
they don't exist anymore in Richard's reality.
That's right.
Real,
Look at you rock star. That was beautifully said.
yeah. So this is an example of, and I'm the same, you know, I, yeah, I'm seeing the signs of all the things I flick over and I'm looking at the bits and pieces. I'm seeing all the signs of it, but in my world,
They
it's
don't
not a thing.
exist.
It's not a thing because it, and even if it is a thing, I know it doesn't affect me and it's not going to affect me because I'm doing something else with my time. And when I'm asleep, I'm doing something else, which is completely different to
Creating.
creating. Yeah. Creating the opportunity for us to do the things that we're going to be doing.
And
And
not being stuck in traffic.
yes, yeah, breaking the pattern of
Yeah.
the control mechanism of the brain, and moving forward at pace.
Yes.
And these dumb elites and these idiots, these brown star worshippers, can't do it. The media is all about pulling you back, lowering your vibrational frequency, and a lot of the stories are. So let's change this up a little bit.
I know where you're going.
There are certain channels at the moment
Uh-huh.
who will potentially put money before integrity and content. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't care about the money. I care about the content and the message that I'm giving out.
Hmm.
And for me, being my own person, I want to produce what I believe to be true and express that in my truth, my own way, my knowings and everything else like that. Okay.
Yes.
Other channels would rather have clickbait titles or would rather produce something that's not so with less integrity. That's the word, perhaps, less integrity, right? That's absolutely fine. But what we're now getting from that is we're getting confusion of the messages and we're getting all this noise coming in. And particularly for those who are newly waking up or less confident, Rich and I are very confident in our stuff. I've been doing it a long time. I'm confident in me, my own abilities, who I am, where I stand. That takes time, but that also takes discernment of watching certain channels, outgrowing them and moving on to something else and something else. And at the moment, we've got all these people saying, pick me, watch me, pick me, do this, and this. And it's very difficult at the moment for everybody to really see the wheat from the chaff. I think that's the one, the wheat from the chaff. There we go. So I would rather you didn't watch anything. I'd rather you turned everything off, including us, and concentrate on you, your higher self,
Yes.
and your
Yes.
emotional growth. Okay? Because there's only one person that can ultimately change you, and that's you. Anything
That's
to add,
beautifully
Richard?
said. That's beautifully said, Gargar. Because your higher self is the source aspect, because we're all aspects of source living different experiences. And yeah, there was a hijack, but we're breaking the chains right now. So I agree, right? Because I know what Gary is talking about right now. Okay, so there was a lot of talk that Trump is dead. I'm not going to talk anything negative towards the people who said that. I admire, but uh, I tapped into it. Trump is still really very much alive and thriving. What is going on in front of the screens is not Trump. We got actors. We got however it works, right? So clones, actors, like I'm not too sure. There's so many different levels of it. Yes, there could be like some of those who were passed away, but the Trump energy, Donald Trump, I mean, is still vibrant. He's definitely not dead. Because I looked into it and I went deep and I asked all the questions in my surfing in the ether. How can I look at this? I shined the spotlight in every single direction as if I was a disco ball. And all I kept getting, no, he's alive, he's alive, he's alive. Now, I mean, like, what do you make of this, right, Sitcom? Is it like part of the Great Awakening? I think so. And is it in the part of the Great Awakening that many of us who have been awake, we're stepping up to a new level of awakeness, 5D, five like dimension, density? I think so. crystalline body. Because in that, when you resonate and when Gary says stop watching stuff and listen to your inner flame, this is what it is because it'll never lie. It will never lie to you. You will always vibrate like what whales are now recreating a new song for the love lines. Frequency, the Sasquatch sound, even that will change. Um, so what do I feel about this? What do I feel about this? I did not like the video, like the title I saw. I looked at it. It was misleading. I do like whoever's involved, but this is no longer the golden era. This kind of shit creates confusion. Okay. So when you focus on such an energy, you like get confused, yes, but you also attract negativity. And instead of bringing life, you bring death because you're focusing on it. So then there's the whole Sims episode, the series that predicted Trump dead.
Yeah, The
Do you want to
Simpsons.
talk
Yeah.
about that?
Well, I mean, I just saw it posted up again. I haven't watched it. I haven't got a television. I haven't
I
watched
never
television
watched The
for four
Simpsons.
years.
They've always been ugly to me with their weird heads. Like I never watched it.
I
No.
used to watch The Simpsons when I was less awake and television world, purely for the entertainment. Because I Bart's a brat, and it's fun to see the Bart brat going on and all the bits. But I saw it on the feed, and and the Simpsons predicted that on the 29th of August, Trump was going to die.
Not happening, guys.
Well, it's a cartoon, and you could almost say, did they put out a spell to create a situation where enough people believed so that would then create that reality?
There's that, but there's also more layers to the onion. Like that is one of them, yes. But also, it could be seen in a way because what you're saying right now is like they are like showing a version that we focus on, we believe, and therefore we create that reality where he is then. So there is that, yes. But there's other like layers to it, right? It's also it could be seen like doing that at the Simpson episode, right? It could be also like showing different timelines of reality. That's one. There's
Yes,
also, we can be talking about actors' clones,
yes,
because I don't know if The Simpsons talks about clones or actors or lookalikes. There are some, but the real Trump, he's well protected. I love him and I love his wife. I actually think I got a crush on the wife. Melania, she's more than just a first lady. This woman is everything comes back to her when I look. It's not Trump. It's not Barron's the future. It's Melania. She's the key line, the love line.
she's the piece in the middle that everything's spinning
Oh,
around. Yeah,
oh
yeah,
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. She's not bubblegum holding something together.
yeah,
She is like remembrance
yeah, yeah.
to Tartaria.
To past lineages that were the Brown Star people tried to wipe out through color revolutions, the invention of communism, and everything else that they did.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, because like we've all seen, like I'm sure Femi, you've seen the imagery right here. Let me try to find it. So, okay, so there's this image that's going online right now. Oh,
it's just
where is
gone.
it?
There we go.
Okay, so can you see it? Let me see. Okay, like that, you can see it, right? So Vanity Fair and Melania Trump. I don't get that this is a real cover. That's not what I got. I got that this was creative. Like, I don't know what word to use. Is it hoax or, but it's not like a bad hoax. Because we talked, Gary and me, like months ago about like Melania Trump and Romanov, like the Russian, like royalty, and then she would be Anastasia. Okay, so there's that, but I always get that that is true, but there's more to her blueprint. She goes all the way back to Tartaria, and she's got the blueprints of free electricity, free energy. That is why I saw, or we have all seen, like talk. Could it be gossip? But there's truth to it about Vladimir. Uh, uh, Vla- Putin, the president of Russia, who wants to give like a beautiful emerald to Melania with the diamonds around it. It's square, it's big. Okay, so yes, Romanov, but it goes to Tantaria because the color green, what is that, the chakra? Everyone thinks that the heart chakra is pink, but it's actually like, it's a green energy. We're going back to Tartaria. And I've done readings on this where I saw like within the next decade, the whole world will have free electricity. I know what I'm saying is no small deal, but I'm not a small potato. Okay, I believe it with everything that is passion in me. And it's going to start with Alaska or Antarctica. This is why the whales have stopped singing and they're recording right now for a new song, a new love song. It's about Antarctica and what's beyond the ice wall. There is so much information. And you, Gary, what do you get from this picture of Melania here?
Well, what I initially got, and my first gut reaction was the crown represents Apollo
Yes,
and the black represents death. Now, I'm
yes,
not saying it's the death of her, but Apollo, if we go to Revelations, Apollo Pharmakia was what they used to bring in the 10 dart finish and everything else.
yes,
Now, I'm getting a bit flesh of the goose on this one.
yes.
So I think this is a message, even if it's
Not real.
not official. This is
Yeah,
a message to somebody regarding that
I love that.
because of Apollo fundamentally is the Statue of Liberty, and the Statue of Liberty has a chain round its foot, and there's a picture of Lucifer with the chain round its
Yeah,
foot. And Apollo and Lucifer are the same energy, the same being. Now, am I saying that Lucifer's good or bad? No, I'm not. I'm just saying that the energy is the same energy. And the crown is a different shape to Apollo's crown, but has the same, for me, significance. And the black is the change, it's the death of, and it could also be seen as the tower card.
yeah, it
And one
could.
thing, and one
Death
thing,
of something, wave the white flag for the sun to birth again. The end of, that's what I'm getting.
yeah,
Because I also got Gary, right? Like, because this is it, Femi. Like I showed this image to Gary this morning, and he said Apollo, and I saw Tartaria. But then when I meditated, I got that we both have something here. And this is what I got. Could I read it to
yes,
you?
please, yeah, please
Because
do, yeah.
it's so beautiful that I'd rather read it than, okay, because I could like babble. So what I got is that Gary sees a Apollo's sun crown. I saw Tartaria's ether towers. And maybe both are actually true. For she stands as solar conduit and free energy conductor, cloaked in mystery not in death. And as for Trump, he is not dead. The doubles create confusion. The rumors stir the waters, but his true frequency still walks embodied. That's what my higher self channeled. Yeah. So, this end, there is something about Apollo, but it's because I found that Apollo, what he was as a crown, because I don't know much about Apollo, but it would be like touching into the solar energy or frequency, which is what Tartaria would do, like reach out and then because her crown, what is it? Gold, copper, bronze, any kind of metal, and they are reaching for the ether.
Yeah.
And I did do. Femi, go look. One of my last videos I've done is, was it Max the Crystal Skull who was speaking? It might have been. He's always talking to me lately. He's here again right now. I really love him. But it's something different. And okay, he's showing me, Max, let's go back to Antarctica. This is gonna ignite. He's showing me it like a green glow coming from Antarctica. And I think that's free energy. There's something underneath there, and the ice wall.
Yeah. There's far more to Antarctica than we understand. There's a very interesting. This is a weirdism, all right?
Okay.
Antarctica. Okay. I think it was my great great uncle, or definitely a relative, a direct relative, and I can't remember his name because at 10 years old, I was told this story, and I was actually taken to a statue in London to see my dead relative, because my dead
Okay.
relative went with Scott of the Antarctic to find. I'm getting flesh of the goose here. To find the South Pole, as in the pole of the South. Now we now know that doesn't exist. Okay,
Mhm.
I now know it doesn't exist. But of course, it makes very good propaganda because it then confirms that we live on a ball.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Blip, blap, bloop.
but I actually have a direct blood relative who died in the tent with the other guys when Scott went out and they died and they failed and so he passed. Okay. Now, there's obviously some kind of connection with me in Antarctica because that's more than a coincidence. I'm sorry, but it is. You know, I don't believe in coincidences.
They
Things
don't
happen.
exist.
No, no, no. Now, there's I think it's a book, or that I was told this, I saw this, it's been spoken to me about, a video perhaps. I definitely didn't read the book, but it comes from a book or something, where this explorer went into the South Pole. Was it the South or the
Mhm.
North Pole? South Pole, I think.
Yeah,
And
it's south.
he carried on walking, and the Inuits took him so far and said, "We have to stop now. We're not allowed to go any further." And he carried on going. The ice finished, and it turned into green, warm valleys with all sorts of stuff and all sorts of animals that should not be alive now. He turned around and went back. Now, whether this is true or not, I don't know. But there is far more to Antarctica than we understand and know. And there are definitely, as far as I'm concerned, hidden behind the ice wall, like a wall. Imagine Game of Thrones. The wall, the people above the north and the people below the ice wall.
I
And
get Cybertooth. Cybertooth, the tigers.
yeah. There could have been all sorts of stuff there. But there is beyond.
Oh,
the
I
ice
just got
wall.
a message from Isabella. Yay!
Hello,
We love
Isabella.
you, Isabella.
Yeah, beyond Antarctica is definitely civilization,
Well, General Bird, right?
but I believe the civilization is far more advanced than we are currently in
Well,
the
yes, of course.
civilization.
We've been into a lockdown. Martial law. Were hypnotized. Now you're a zombie, honey. How does it like? That's how we've been like.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
Because
but
we are actually the newest species of off-world energy. We have all of the DNA into us of the best, but we were suppressed. The Great Awakening. We
yeah,
are magic. We are the strongest
yeah.
ones.
Can I ask you a question with the cards then, Richard?
Yes, sexy boy.
Mhm. Are we going to have direct contact with those from Antarctica, and are they?
Yes.
Yes.
Please hold. One went flying. I gotta cross my legs. Hold on. Flip
Flip.
the hair.
Um,
Yes.
well,
Yes, yes, yes. The first one is about rumors or informant, rumors uh, into a gossip innuendo about news. And then it's a big fat yes. Let's see what else I can get.
because what I'd like
My
to know,
beautiful Fanny.
because now we know that there are, because that's what the cards just said.
I see
Are,
him all the time, me.
I know. Are we going to have direct contact, as in, are they going to help us?
Yes, that's a new day, a new dawn. This is the Page of Wands, a new startup. It's like the full card, high hopes. Then moving on, yes, we're collaborating with them with the Three of Pineapples, several platforms connecting. At the heartbeat, we're surrendering to something very stressful from the past. That's a heartbeat. It's end. Tens are endings for a rebirth. What is the rebirth? Are you curious? I know I sure as hell am. Let's see. Yes, in regards to the Khazaran mafia that suppressed us, is the end of those creepazoids. For the future, a lot are going to juggle and they have to make a decision. 50-50, left, right, yay, nay, up, down. I'm confused. In the loop of recycling. That's a trap, guys. But then what do we have? A new day, a new dawn. So we got it twice. We got two new days, new dawns, high hopes. And the last and ninth and final card is we're all self-made sovereign in need of no one to govern, to control, to tie us. Fuck them. Clarifying spread. We do have, it's happening fast. They are coming from other portals, other dimension, travels so rapidly. This is the fastest the chariot moving card of the deck about duality. Look at the two sphinxes, dark to light. That's an eclipse. Like lies are being revealed. At the heartbeat, what do we have? Gary, do you want to know?
I do.
We have fast moving. Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. These are the two fastest moving cards of the 78 cards of the tarot deck, side by side. And then we end with, do you want to know?
I do.
Ta-da! Off-world generosity coming to rebalancing us. Look at the balance rate here. This, the meek inherits the earth. Ta-da!
Because brilliant. That's absolutely awesome. Because if we are spiritually stuck here, I'm not going to use the
Yeah,
word trapped, stuck here, so are they.
yeah.
And they need to do something because without us, they can't get out, and we
Yeah,
can't get
but
out without them. And that's what the Three of Pentacles was. That's that
yes,
new collaboration
it's a
between us
collaboration.
with, and if you take it as three, Antarctica, us, and the three-eye atlas multi-dimensional craft.
This is
The
crazy.
Trinity. Is that the
Okay,
Trinity
look.
that we're going to get? Is this another Trinity?
It is a trinity, but look, I just like started like grabbing my cards because my higher self will place everything in the favor of what I bring my attack. I got like 20 decks around me. So this is as above, so below, as within, as without. It is magic. And look again, that eight symbol. That's a trap symbol. But then it's been a long time in the making with the Knight of Pineapples. You don't blow him out of the way. He is a fire bird coming in really rapidly. Okay, so you like man with a plan. Then it's because like something absolutely grueling is coming to an end with the Ten of Wands. Tens are endings. What is ending? Something grueling, going uphill, hard labor. And then we got Gaia giving rebirth. She's holding her womb and she is in flames. She's about to spread white eagle and birth the new era. There, where we're going to recalibrate, where hands are shaking with the Two of Cups. We got the feline energy right there. The feline purrs. The whales do a frequency, a lot about frequency. Then we got off-world energy with Dolly Parton, the star card. Don't you love how I've added her assets to her bosom? Thank you,
Beautiful.
YouTube. You had me like cover her up. She's enlarged. Now, this is the age of Aquarius. This is all healing, rebalancing. Secrets of the universe are coming back online about duality. We got your Janice there, my Gary, the two pillars. And then we end. People are going to be stressed out, but it's exaggerated stress. But all our wishes are coming true with the Nine of Cups. In regards to everyone being confused, there's your spaceship. And it's a new offering. And then we got the Ten of Pineapples. Happy life, happy family, lack of nothing.
The only
Yeah.
card that we didn't get was the bloody world card and the sun card, literally, because that's the only two cards missing that would have absolutely.
Let me get my golden major arcanas. Let's see. Because all this does speak like we got strength that flew out. That's very similar to the
Yes,
sun.
it is.
Taming the beast by the mouth,
Yeah,
my Gargar.
yeah, yeah.
And let's see, higher self. All right, so we're ready. So we got the strength card. Then we got
Art of world.
off-world energy. We're coming out of a coma, a dark night of the soul. We are illuminated. We are awakening with the lantern right there. Yes. And then we have, in regards to secret illusion, smoke and mirrors, passing or death. There's something wrong with the moon. So I did not get the sun, but this actually means the sun. Taming the beast by the mouth. We're coming out of a coma in regards to secrets that have trapped us.
Yeah.
Drop mic.
No, that's awesome, isn't it? I mean, that is a very clear message, and I think throughout the show, this week's show, that message has been very, very clear and consistent. All the card readings, what we're saying, what we're expressing, what we're talking about, it's all connected. It's all
It
synergy. It
is.
all locks in, and we're at that lock-in stage. You know, I think there was a couple of 3 weeks ago when we were saying we're actually in the storm now, and we have been in the storm.
For a
And
while.
yeah, for a good while, in fact.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about this with the what was it, the Mercury retrograde in July.
I
So
don't remember that
yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah. I
I don't
certainly,
even know if I watched it.
but we were we had the Mercury retrograde, which was the beginning of the storm. We then had the 8-8 portal, which was a change, regardless what others say about that as well. It is a thing as
Oh
far as I'm
yeah, some
concerned,
people
and
like aha, yeah, I know
yeah,
what you're talking about.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
It is a thing, and it's a thing that we create because we are the creators of this realm, and we have the power to create what the hell we want, and that's a thing because that's then led us into this period now. We've just had on August the 22nd was the first new moon of that period. We've got a second new moon in September the 22nd, 23rd, which then takes us on to the October period where, oh my God. And I think we're going to start seeing some real huge changes. And so, everything is lining up to what we're seeing. But while you're inside the storm, you've got no vision. The windscreen wipers may be on, but you can only just see beyond the rain. You don't
Yeah.
have the clarity to be able to look around and see what's really going on. And it's
Yes.
only when we come out of the storm will we be able to look back and see with clarity where we've been and what really happened on those dates and who and what was what.
Hmm.
And those
That's
squirrels
beautifully
playing up, are
said,
they?
buddy.
Are the squirrels playing up?
I love this.
Yeah, yeah,
I love everything that you said. That's beautifully
yeah,
said. Yes.
yeah. So have you got the squirrels playing up outside at the moment?
They
Just
are like making love. It's like a mating call, and they're so like loud because I have a lot of squirrels. Guys, I feed everything. I don't care what I'm allowed to do or not. I feed life. Because I don't eat meat, right? Like I want to kiss animals. I'm not judging any meat eater. Please don't come on my ass on this. I just choose I want to kiss them on the lips and not eat them in my tummy. So I feed them and they're everywhere. Right now I got doves, I got squirrels, I got triple X movie happening with squirrels. Oh, I love it. And sometimes I get lucky because I had rabbits, but they're gone. Like I hope they're still alive. I love rabbits, but I get skunks and sometimes what are the things that go under the earth? They're fat. They look like beavers, but they dig underneath.
we have moles. Is it a mole? But
No, I'm talking about like
oh
something
right,
big. Yeah,
yeah.
you that doesn't exist in the UK,
No, no,
okay?
moles are about that
Because
big
a
in the
mole is
UK.
like a mouse. I
Yeah, yeah,
love
yeah,
those. They have a trumpet. The judgment card. Beep. I love moles. Anyways, I love everything. I love my babies.
yeah, yeah. No, superb.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you think we've missed today on the show that we wanted to talk about? Because I think we've pretty much covered most of my. Oh yeah, the only other thing I was going to talk about for me was
Yes.
on Friday and Saturday. I completely, and this is very important, to get breaks. And I know some of my
Yes.
regular viewers are currently taking breaks from the internet, from watching stuff, you know, and they've just said, Gary, we're not going to be watching anything you're doing or anything for the next few week or two, and I've
Yes.
actually messaged them back and said, well done, brilliant. Now, on Friday and Saturday, I actually completely stepped away from the devices for the longest period I had done for a very long time. So, what did I do? On Friday, I went fishing with a friend of mine who's just started fishing, really, and he's a bit green around the gills. And I showed him different ways of fishing and that, and we had an amazing day on Friday. For those who saw my video, yes, it did rain a little bit, but we were fundamentally dry enough and we got away with it. But between us, we had 21 nice sized carp out of a fishery where the next best person probably had four or five. So that just shows you how, really went well. All the fish were put back safely, nothing was harmed, everything was looked after. But I had a beautiful day in nature, no mobile phones, no distractions, just living in the now and connecting back with what being by water, which is really,
Regalia. Yeah.
yeah, which is really important for me. And on the Saturday, the Wizard of Oz suggested that we went somewhere, and being in Norfolk, it was I think it's East Ruston or West Ruston, but it's Ruston Vicarage, and they have these gardens. And oh my God, these two guys bought this house, I think in the 70s, the old vicarage, and they've turned it and they've purchased more land and stuff, and they've turned it into an absolute flower orgy is the only way I can put it. There's more flowers you can shake a stick at, and they've created little zones and little places, and it was absolutely beautiful. And we spent
Mm.
3.5 hours or so, nearly 4 hours. We've got a little coffee shop there, tea shop as well, and we just wandered around, looking at roses and smelling the flowers and just being. And so that was 2 amazing days that
Yay.
recharged my batteries. And the point of this is, Femi, guys and girls, make sure you have time for you to do these things, because it's really important at the moment with all this noise, all this crap going on, to be and do the things you love, you know.
Yeah, because they're all important, right? We are only here right now as a beacon right now of already everything that you already know. If you're watching, you're tuned into the same channel, and this is what it is. Let's go back to remembrance because this is how we are awakening.
Yeah. And take that
Babies.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that personal time. Take time off. Take,
Yes.
switch stuff off for a day. Go out with the kids. Go for a walk. Go to the park. Ground yourself. Go out into your garden or
And
go
be
out.
silly, not just that, Gary, you're
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
But
Very
I want
important.
to
Yeah.
add be silly, be crazy. If it feels like stupid, do it. That's
Yes.
an inner child. Because the inner child right now, like what I keep saying is like Gaia is rebirthing. That is a child energy. We've forgotten how to have fun. Remember your past. How were you when you were like 8 years old and or 7 or 12 or like what was like the first experience, your first rock concert? How did it feel? The first time that you watched a movie that marked your world, what was the emotion? The first time you discovered you loved your favorite food, what was the emotion? That this is rebirth, guys. And you know what? We don't have the answer to everything, but I'm gonna tell you right now. I think Gary, you're gonna well, you I'll let you speak your voice, but everything I tell you, I'm never gonna lie to you. Okay, I am so authentic. I am a rock and roll tarot oracle person. I will never ever lie to you. So if I say something, trust me, it's because I've delved into it. Inner child is where we got to go back to that spot.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's
that's what.
rebirth.
Yeah, and that's what I had on on Friday fishing. It was the joy of going fishing it. And what was really lovely is my friend Terry, who I fished with. He,
Yes.
he's senior in years, but he has that inner child. And
Yes.
and I sat there and watched the joy of him catching those fish, and it reminded me and took me back
I
to
give you. Uh-huh.
yeah, of my childhood, my youth. And although we were catching fish and doing it in a different way, we had so much fun. We laughed, we talked about rubbish. All day long, I didn't talk one thing conspiracy in any way, shape, or form. We
But
just
you didn't
talked.
want to either.
No,
You
no,
were
no, no.
exhausted. I got,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But we
Oh.
just talked about life, rubbish, things we like doing, you know, food, music we like listening to, whatever it was. And it was just lovely, you know?
Yeah, I see it. And you
Yeah,
felt like really, that's why, haha, after you had good night's sleep.
did. Very good night's
Yeah.
sleep. Yeah. In actual fact, I woke up aching because I'd done so much, you know, when you're fishing and you're catching lots of fish and they're fairly biggish fish. I mean, up to nearly 10 pounds in weight, you know, and so
Mhm.
they're not small fish. And you're bending down, landing them, climbing over bits and pieces. You know, it was like a gym workout for me, and it was lovely. So you know what I
Mhm.
mean. It was, but I slept very well that night, and again I went onto the craft that night because I had a nice big block of about 4 hours where there was nothing, and then I woke up, had a pee, and then had my normal kind of sleep pattern. But it was lovely. It was absolutely amazing. Please, darling Femi, guys and girls out there, please do something you love. Reconnect with nature, reconnect to things you do. Even if it's playing some computer games, getting the Xbox out, or the PlayStation 2 or whatever it
Go
is.
outside more.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
No, no, no. I don't like.
But
We're
it's
enough on
lose yourself.
digital.
Yeah, yeah. But
Go,
lose yourself
go
in something
French
you
kiss
love.
a tree.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
hug a tree, go out barefoot, ground yourself, sit by water for half an hour, watch the stream, go to the coast if you live close enough to the coast,
And
go
if
to a
you
lake,
don't,
go to a
fill
lake.
up like a basin of water, like
Yeah,
someone we adore right now does in a heat wave, and put your feet in there. Add a little bit of salt, not
yeah,
like table salt.
yeah,
Use intelligent salt
yeah, yeah.
and electrolytes, right? Because extremities, whether they're your feet, your hands, everything, they are conduits. So water again, don't forget plasma. This is what is coming back right now with Atlas 31. It's with what Max is saying. It's we are made of 70% plasmatoid. We are liquid. Liquid doesn't mean that us turning to crystalline, we're going to be cement. It is like a liquid crystalline water. So if you don't have a river, you don't have an ocean, you don't have a lake, shove your feet in a bucket of water, add salt. Salt will help, not table salt, though.
Yeah.
Right,
But
Gary?
yeah, yeah. But do something you love that triggers your inner child. Things that you know what I mean? It's like, so me sitting next to Terry was that inner child. I was watching him and the energy and the enjoyment of the learning, and you could see like the oh my gods and the triggers and that, and it was just wonderful experiencing that and sharing that energy with somebody else, you know.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
beautiful. So just go back to the things you used to love and do. Take your child, show them whatever it is, just do something for you, you know. That's it.
And I love this, my brother, but I see that I have one of my sisters that's a we're 3:30 in Montreal time right now. She's going to show up within half an hour. So that is my sister that I've been doing videos on rock and woo, not rocking Pandora's box, but rock and woo. She's going to show up in half an hour, and I've never met her in person.
How
I gotta get
exciting.
ready.
Yeah, how exciting.
I gotta make myself sexy. So,
Well,
beloved Femi, listen, we've done about 20, we've done 29
yeah,
today
29
episodes of
today.
Rockin' Pandora's Box. I love these episodes. I love this series. Gary is my brother, and we will always be there to be like what we promise is to be true, to be honest, and bring what delivers. Today we didn't even have a real subject. We just went as we went. But Richard has not had a Sunday off in 29 weeks.
And Noah's Gaga.
And I've been building myself. I do hairdressing, I do videos, and I do one-on-one Zooms. I never have a day off. So, Femi, listen to us. We're gonna like actually, for the now moment at least, go to every second weeks for Pandora's Box. Gary and me, we love each other. It's not a fight.
Nope.
There's nothing negative. So get that out if it creeps in. Richard needs a break, babies. I work all the time. I can't do it anymore. Like, I need a Sunday. Last year, my Trans Am Firebird, I would fill up with 94 fuel, like 94% every second day at $70. This year, I filled her up 3 times, and it's the end of the summer. I have to have fun, babies. I got to pay attention to my mom. So, this is not a goodbye. It's just that I have, and I had this conversation, and Gary got it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Like,
I'm feeling it as well. I mean, for 29 weeks, we've come up with a different subject, a different kind of angle, and we've really pushed the boundaries. But
yes,
also, with the ascension symptoms, we're talking about the tiredness and everything else. I would like a
yeah,
weekend off as well. And so as soon as Richard said that, it was like, yeah, I get it. You know, because it means I can actually take or go somewhere. I mean, even when I went away down to Dorset to visit my friend, I did the show in her conservatory, didn't I? You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, and it was awesome, and we loved it, and it was brilliant because Angela got to meet Richard, and that was an amazing experience for everybody. It was amazing, but we need to look after ourselves, and we need to be true to ourselves. And every fortnight, we feel that we can give you a slightly better contented quality show,
Yes, of
and
course.
and it also gives Richard time to go out on his do
And
his thing if
drive
he
my
wants.
car, damn
Yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah. And it gives me the chance to then go out and fish for the weekend potentially, and just take some time off doing the things I love, spending time with the family, and doing extra bits and pieces. So there will not be a Rockin Pandora's 30 next week, but the week after there will be, and it'll be a rocking show for sure.
It's gonna be rocking, Femi. And the thing is like as you see, because if you follow Gary, chances are you're following Richard or vice versa. We do videos like during the week too. That's not rocking Pandora's box. So I just need to have like a weekend off. It's been what did we say? 29, 30 how many
29.
shows?
Yes,
Okay, so
29.
what is that in months?
It must be
So
6 months or so, six and a bit
yeah,
months, seven
I need
months,
a
eight
fucking
months. I don't
Sunday
know.
off.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We do.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And there's no issue with that at all. I think it's healthy. It's healthy
It's
for the mind
healthy. Yeah.
and this goes back to what I was saying for me about me going fishing on Friday and Saturday walking around the garden. It's about
Hmm.
boundaries and understanding oneself and knowing what one needs. And I fully get it with Richard, and I'm going to take full advantage of it for myself as well. So,
And for me, know this that we absolutely adore you. Without you, there is no us. We're aware of this and we are authentic. Everything we do is for the golden era. Just now, we're gonna take we're not saying goodbye. This is never
no,
gonna happen.
no,
We're always gonna be there. Let's just,
yeah,
give
we
the
just, we just,
muscle like a
yeah,
rest.
yeah, we just
Yeah.
need to slow it down. The pace has been relentless, and we just need to take a little bit step back before. And there's a lot to come in these next few weeks, next few months. There's an awful lot to come, and we want to be sharp and on it for you guys and girls and beautiful Femi, so that we give you the best possible information.
And don't forget to go see my September predictions video.
Looking forward to that one, I
I
am.
can't wait to see like how in line it is with our sister Isabella,
I
because
agree.
I know it's gonna be. So I just asked how yourself for three more cards before we say goodbye. And okay, guys, are you ready? Secrets of the universe are coming online about duality here at the heartbeat. This is justice.
Yes.
Yes, justice being served with its karmic punch, and creator is involved. That could be Trump or what he stands for, but it is creation. It's the alpha man that stepped into his power. This is the final message. Secrets unveiled. Justice, karmic punch, creator, Trump, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo. It's been a brilliant show. Really enjoyed it, Richard. And thank you for watching, beautiful Femi.
We
And
love you.
and we shall catch up with you in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks. Oh, thank you, Gary. I love you so much, my brother.
Love you too, my friend. And obviously, Richard and I speak to each other during the week when
We
we're both
do.
very busy, but we're always in contact on and off, and we're always so it's and in actual fact, I think Richard and I will be seeing each other tomorrow anyway, because we've got something we're going to be doing in the private. So
Yes.
But
So
so,
get in the mood because it could be something that will flavor your mood.
oh yes. So with that, Richard,
Yes, thank you for joining us, beloved family. We love you. Be good, be kind to yourselves, and we'll catch you all on the next episode of Rocking Pandora's Box.
box.
Woo!
Mwah! We love you.
I
Mwah!
love you.
Bye.
I love you.
You.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye, babies.
Bye bye.